fucking love this next comic. Give it up for Michelle Trainer!
Keep it going for my water bottle truck. Woo! Come on, my press around tonight, full support. Hi, ladies. How's it going? You guys are really excited. You're like me. I'm really a happy person. Like I'm that person at work. You know when you come in the morning, it's like, hi guys. Happy Monday. Do you want a cup of coffee? I just made a cup of coffee. It's fresh coffee. Anybody want coffee? I have the mug that says, I'm a proud parent, period. I'm really excited to be here. Breast cancer awareness is important to me because I have a family history of breast cancer. My mom is a survivor of breast cancer. I had to do the BRCA, is it called the BRCA test? Right, the gene test. So I'm horrible at taking tests. Like I failed the SATs. I know what you're thinking, like how do you fail the SATs? Like I was one of those kids that like couldn't break 1,000. Thank you in the back, I appreciate it. My guidance counselor in high school was like, you can still go to college, but I'm not sure if you can attend. So I was so happy because when my doctor called, I failed it, right? Like it was negative. I was like, that's great! She's like, well, you can still get it. Right, that's the truth, right? Like just because you don't have the gene, you can still get it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like the flu shot. You gotta get it, but you still can fucking get it. No, nothing up here. Julie's shaking her head. Right, it's a waste of fucking $500. You tell me you can still get it. You know, there's so many crazy things. But my mom had breast cancer. She had an early stage. She got taken care of. She survived. Strong Italian-American woman. Any Italians here tonight? All right. Clap it up for the Italian women here. Yes. My mom is a very loving, supportive woman, you know. But like most Italians, like we're very high-strung. Like this is me calm. Right? Like my mom is so neurotic that she gives Xanax anxiety. And she'll turn like any conversation we have into a fear of something tragic happening, right? Like tonight, I'm like, Mom, I'm doing a comedy show for breast cancer awareness. Then why are your breasts out, Michelle? What kind of message does that send to the women who lost their breasts? I can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe I spent 3 years on the wait list for NYU to get into college because you couldn't have passed the SAT scores, and now you're standing on a stage telling comedy jokes about your mother and a breast cancer. Did you eat? My aunt also had breast cancer. She was my godmother. She was married to my dad's brother, my uncle. They were both my godparents, right? She was a wonderful woman. She was very different than my uncle. Like my aunt was artsy. You know, he was a cop. And she was very like calm. He was a cop. She was spiritual, and he was a cop. That's who they were. And they, you know, and she took everything easy. She got breast cancer. It was like stage 3 breast cancer. She fought breast cancer like it was a fucking MMA wrestler, right? She Mike Tyson ripped the fucking shit off breast cancer, right? It went away. She won. Yes. Yeah. And then that bitch came back to her bones. Oh, I know. She was calm about it. Breast cancer would not leave my aunt alone. It was like that relative at Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, that relative that doesn't leave. Right? It just sticks around, wanting more food. That was breast cancer. Breast cancer to my aunt was like every politician. Just go away. That works for either side. But my mom and my aunt grew up in a different time. Like, they grew up in a time period where when you reach a certain age, you cover up, right? I have reached a certain age where I just don't give a fuck. That's right. I don't know how much longer I have these babies. I'm gonna milk them for all it's worth. It took me so long to get breasts. Like every single year in middle school, you're laughing. Was it probably the same? 6th grade, the boys would be like, "You're flat." 7th grade, "You're flat." 8th grade, and when I finally got them, I was like, "Yes! I'm gonna expose these for everyone to see." I milked them for all they were worth. Literally, I breastfed for 13 months. Not because I wanted to bond with my child. I was getting my money's worth with these babies. If they could build a Porsche, I would not be driving a Ford Edge. Every time I go get that mammogram, it's the worst. It's like a bad date. Right? Like they don't know. Think about it. They don't know how to touch your breasts. You got somebody screaming at you. Don't breathe! Don't move! My husband used to say to me, he used to get mad when I would leave the house when I was breastfeeding because my daughter would cry, right? Because her milk supply, her food was gone. You'd get pissed off, like, "I can't do anything, I don't have breasts." I was like, "False. You eat a pound of macaroni and I eat cheese sticks. Lift up your shirt, you got breasts." They're just out of commission. My mother-in-law was babysitting once, and I had 2 ounces of breast milk that took me 15 hours to pump. Put it in the fridge. She feeds my daughter 1 ounce, and then she pours the rest out down the drain. Yeah. I think I'm gonna repeat it for the back. She took breast milk, my liquid gold, my breast milk that is worth more than her son's life, and poured it down the drain. Oh no! I filed for divorce 2 days later. I'm divorced. Let's clap it up and go to the left. I have a comedy show called Divorce Diaries. It's actually going to be here this Saturday. You should come back to see it. Yeah, it's an actual show. It's called Divorce Diaries. But I do get a lot of these weird reactions. People are like, "Wait, what? Divorce Diaries? So are you divorced?" I get people that ask me that. I'm like, no, I'm not divorced. I just created the show Divorce Diaries because I got married and I think I can help those in need. I get some married couples will come up to me, "Oh, that's so cute and brave. That's great. Well, Steve, can you stand next to me? Stop looking at her." It's aggressive. "We're going to Disney next month. We can't see your show Divorce Diarrhea, but that's great. Good for you." Then there's some married couples that are like, "Oh, you're divorced? How does it feel?" Sometimes I just look at my husband and I'm like, "Why are you breathing?" And that same husband is like, "Sometimes I look at my wife because I'm not allowed to look anywhere else." Yeah. There was 3 people laugh. Sorry, husbands. No, but I get some people too that are mad that I poke fun at divorce. "What's so funny about divorce? What did you get married for in the first place, huh?" You know what? You caught me. After my parents spent thousands of dollars in student loans for me to get a theater degree, I was like, how else can I disappoint my parents? I know I'll marry a stoner that my mom hates. I knew from the moment that he walked in my door, he had a goatee and an earring. What kind of guy wears a goatee and an earring? You know what kind of guy? A drug dealer, Michelle. And I offered him for a cup of coffee. You know what he said to me? "I don't drink hot beverages." Who said that to their girlfriend's father? Who doesn't drink coffee, Michelle? You know what kind of guy doesn't drink coffee? A drug Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, co-parenting is hard too as a divorce. I shut my mom. Well, my mom's watching my daughter right now. She is the best though. She's always right too. Like she is. Like well, the thing is, I have to co-parent with my ex-husband, right? And it's hard. Like, but some of my girlfriends who are divorced, they're like, well, me and my ex-husband are best friends. It's you. Okay, well, is your ex-husband gay? No, it's okay, no, because that's what I say. I'm like, I bullshit. Like, I do wish my ex-husband was gay, because then my daughter would come home clean, color coordinated, and smelling good. But I get a lot of people that like tell me their advice as like as a co-parent. Like I love getting my hair done, right? And my hairstylist is the best. She does like the best shampoo, right? You know, when you get to a hair salon, you get your hair shampoo favorite, right? It's my favorite part. But she always likes to ask me about my co-parent relationship, right? So like she pulls me over, I'm getting really excited. She's about to start the shampoo. She has a little jacket on. She's like, I don't want to make the water too hot. Scorch me. So she starts, right? She starts massaging my head. I honestly, like, no man has ever touched my body the way my hairstylist massages. Like, there's a lot of women in here laughing, men. Judy, I'm telling your guy right now, you better be massaging her scalp. So, like, she starts in, right? How's your co-parenting relationship? You getting along for your daughter? I hope so, because you don't want to argue in front of your daughter. It's really bad if you argue in front of their kid, because my husband's best friend's neighbor's landscaper's son is getting a divorce, and all they do is argue in front of the kid. It's no good. Now the kid's acting out in school, and he tried to throw a pencil at the teacher, and instead it hit a kid in the aorta. Blood everywhere. You really shouldn't argue in front of the kid. Right. Oh my God, what was I thinking? Divorced couples who fight in front of their kid. Those kids grow up to be prostitutes, addicts, U.S. senators. But a married couple who argues in front of their kid, they grow up to be comedians. Not your typical school mom. All the school moms are on juice cleanses. I'm on a vodka cleanse. Can't keep up with those ladies. You know what I'm talking about? The PTO. Or what I like to call cult. I just came back from California, Los Angeles, and someone in the crowd goes, "You meant PTA." I was like, yeah, those are the parents to avoid. There's always they're always emailing me to send money, you know, to some fundraiser. I'm sorry, I am on the PTO because I have to be. They make you be, otherwise your kid can't attend the events. It's kind of a bullying situation. And then the head of the PTO, you know her, you know, it's perfect, Mom. I do everything organic. Gluten-free, soy-free, nut-free. I haven't had a nut in my mouth since college. This guy over here lied. He knows perfect, Mom. Oh my God, Michelle! Are you letting your child suck through a plastic straw? Do you know what plastic does to the planet? Yes, the same thing it does to your face. It destroys it. I'm just jealous. I want fake lips. I was a theater teacher. Any teachers in the audience? No. Okay, what? What do you teach?
Special ed.
Special ed, yes. I love special ed. I taught special ed. I taught theater to all grades, actually, kindergarten through 8th. And I love teaching theater, but for some reason the middle school was always the hardest, right? Because all they did with all the middle school boys, I tried to teach them musical theater, and all they wanted to do was kick each each other in the balls and scream, titties! Titties! I had a student do that. All I did was scream titties. And one day I was like, Justin, why are you screaming that? He's like, because we all have them. Okay, fair enough. And there's no joke to that. That just really happened. But. And kindergarten was my favorite age group because, like, they just love you all the time, right? Like, no matter how upset you get with them, you know? You guys were talking all during science class. Nobody's getting recess. And there's no Santa. And then 5 seconds later, like, you'll see them in the hallway and they'll be like, Miss Traina! Can I have a hug? I kind of wish, like, the 45-year-old men that I date would get that. Right? I teach kids with special needs and I date men with special needs. I did that for you. I usually don't do that with Stan. And some people are like, what does that mean, Michelle? You date, like, men with special disability? I'm like, no. They're just allergic to my commitment pheromones. He's like, what the fuck? You brought me to the show with this lady? Don't worry, it's not contagious. It's just dating's difficult as you get older. Did you ever hear that? See people say that to me. Dating is difficult as you get older. I don't remember being in the 8th grade, putting on my headgear and, like, unstuffing my bra with my flat chest going, dating is so easy. When I first got divorced, I was really excited to start dating. I was like, oh, it's so great. And then, like, I believed everything a guy would say to me, too. Like, he'd be like, oh, Michelle! That's every guy I do now. You're amazing. This I didn't get it. Then 8 years later, still single, I'm like, every time I hear a guy, they're like, Michelle! My ex is crazy. Listen, she wasn't crazy. What did you do to drive that woman to a mental health issue? We all have that crazy alarm in us, right? You know, it's like the fire alarm at school. Like, kids know they are not allowed to pull the alarm unless there's a fire. There's always that one kid. I want to pull the alarm. I want to see what happens. I date that guy. I don't usually understand what the universe is telling me. You know, they say the universe throws you the same thing over and over again until you learn your lesson. Like, I miss that all the time. Like, I'm dyslexic when it comes to reading signs from the universe. Like, I take red flags and decorate for Christmas. I met a guy last year. Okay, so today's my birthday. Last year this time, I met a new guy, right? And my cousins, I'm Catholic and my cousins are Jewish. So my dad's cousin married a beautiful Jewish woman. They're telling me, like, you need to be a nice Jewish guy. And I was like, okay. And so I met a nice Jewish guy, like, really shortly after. I'm like, you guys manifested it for me! So, we meet. He's very conservative, and I'm very... And so, around my birthday, but we were, like, talking all the time, and, like, he was, like, remembering my name. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect! So, he tells me around my birthday, he's like, I'd like to take you to dinner for your birthday. I got so excited, I shaved everything. Like, I plucked nipple hair. And then again, like, he's very, like, conservative, and he's very religious. He's like, I just don't think I can do this. He calls me on my birthday, thinking I have plans with him. He's like, Michelle, I don't think I can do this. I'm like, why? He's like, this is, we're two different religions. I don't think this is going to work, but we could still be friends. Oh. I'm like, but it's my birthday! Didn't you wait a day? bathroom, I know, with like my little birthday cake. I was like, happy birthday to me, I'm gonna die alone. Happy birthday to me, I'm gonna die alone, and with a nipple infection at this point. Happy birthday, I'm gonna die alone with a nipple infection and confused about my religion.